Why do I create some things and not other things? I deliberately have waited 48 hours to upload this new video because one reason. I challenged you guys to not have the sun set for 96 hours and that all of planet Earth would be in daylight for 96 hours. Guess what? It didn't work. The sun still set. And then it rose this yesterday morning and it set yesterday evening, and then it rose again this morning. If you can't control the sun, how can you control 7 billion people in this planet, 7 billion thoughts, imaginal acts, whatever they're thinking? The only person you can control is yourself. And how can you use the fact that you control yourself to manifest anything you want? This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and I will love you forever. I am a life coach, and I am here to drastically change your life for the better. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one, Chance says to check out my website below. So you could see I have a very happy little guest this afternoon. He is so happy. He's such an amazing little baby. We control what we tell him. Yes, we control what we tell him. And because we control what we tell him, we start the most important thing in his life. His stories that he's going to run. Think about that. The reason I say stories are so important, the stories you're telling this little man, he is loved and adorable. He's loved and adorable. He's blessed. He's lucky. He's wealthy. He's healthy. He's growing like a weed. These are stories you start telling your newborns. Well, what happens if a newborn is spitting up all their formula? We start telling a story about, oh, my baby hates formula and he's always spitting up the formula. No matter what I do, he doesn't like the formula. And then we go on and on and on about how, they're always spitting up on us. We do the same thing with whatever we're manifesting. We're talking about how loved and adorable it is, or how miserable it is making us. So whatever stories you are telling that child to the time they're 7 years old, that's their default program. And because his default program is he's loved and he's blessed and he's lucky and he's spoiled and he's such a happy little baby, what am I giving him? Love, spoiling, happiness. I'm telling him he's wealthy. Money comes to you easily. You're going to be a millionaire. What is he going to start creating? That money comes to him easily. But what if I were to say to my specific person in my mind, because we all have to fix everything in our mind. We can't physically talk to somebody because that's what manifesting teaches. It's got to be fixed up here, not out here. So in my mind, I'm thinking about my specific person, and I'm telling my specific person, you know what? I am so blessed because you add value to my life. You enrich my life. You make me laugh. Life is even better when you are a part of it. And then I talk about how you are successful. My specific person is successful. My specific person is happy. My specific person spoils me. That's going to reflect back to me because I'm talking good about my specific person. Well, when you were this age, your mother ran around, hated men, thought they were useless, and told you that men were idiots. They were evil. They disrespected you. They didn't treat you right. They judged you. Nothing you ever did was good enough for them. You grow up and you start dating. And guess what? You're still running your mother's story about how men are evil. What exactly do you think is going to happen? Men are going to come at you, and you're going to feel like they're evil and they're disrespecting you. They're not loving you. Flip side, you have a dad who tells this little girl, you're a princess. Men should spoil you rotten. They give you everything you want in life. They hand it to you on a silver platter. You even get to pick the color of the platter. If you don't want silver and you prefer rose gold, yes, then we're going to give you rose gold. Well, the baby starts crying and daddy picks it up. And then the baby starts fussing and daddy picks it up. And then the little girl starts fussing. And then all of a sudden she finds out that every time she fusses, she gets picked up. Well, what happens next? Every time she throws a temper tantrum when she's in a relationship, she gets attention. She gets a gift. She gets something, anything to give her attention. Well, daddy was buying her attention, so now she throws a temper tantrum. Men buy her things. That's daddy's story. He told her she was a princess, and then he told her that she was a fussy butt, and the more she fussed, the more she got. What story you are running in your adult life that started as a child? My grandfather told me the story of the ugly duckling and how the ugly duckling became a beautiful swan. He didn't tell me that there were a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. He just told me that you would grow up and you would be a beautiful swan. So my whole life, I've grown up. And when do I get to be the beautiful swan? You know, let's see. I was growing up and I was in the awkward stage and then the pimple stage and then another awkward stage. And then, you know, pregnancies, that can be horrible because you feel like a beached whale. And then, you know, you got all these other things that you go through life. So you never know when you're going to grow up to be that beautiful swan. The story that we tell is what creates our reality. Well, we didn't start them all. My grandfather started the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. I am starting Chance with he is successful, he's wealthy, he's healthy, he's happy, he's growing like a weed, he's going to be big and strong. He's going to be a millionaire. He can do, have, or be anything he wants. I'm starting him out with good foundation. But 20 years ago, 30 years ago, our parents may not have had that good of a foundation. They may not have raised us up to be, you know, these amazing human beings. So what happened? We thought we had a problem. And then we blame the problem on our childhood. And you go to traditional therapy, and what does the traditional therapist say? Oh, you know, you have mommy issues, you have daddy issues. You know, the reason your relationships are hot and cold is because your dad was hot and cold with you. The reason you don't get along with women is because your mother wasn't a nice person. The reason you have a weight problem is because you were constantly told growing up you are short and fat. Well, you can't be 600 pounds, 35 years old, saying you can't lose weight because your parents were mean to you when you were a child. You are telling a story that they created. They created it. Not you. They did. What happened is you kept telling the story, so it recreated in your reality. So how do you change the story? Well, number one, stop telling the story of the stuff you don't want. You don't want problems. You don't want blocks. You don't want chaos. You don't want drama. Then you need to flip it. Why is life fun? Why is life entertaining me? Why is life always bringing me good things? Why do people spoil me? Why am I lucky? Why am I blessed? And then start affirming the things that show you that you are. So we're going to take, why am I spoiled? Well, because I get to see this little man every single day. That makes me totally spoiled. And he's just happy down here munching on his bottle. Well, let's see what's next. I get amazing parking spots. I got free coffee this morning. I got help in restructuring all the baby stuff in my house today. Somebody else cleans my house. People offer to help me out all the time and do different things for me. When I want something, it magically just shows up. Well, let's talk about my guy. How does he spoil me? Time, attention, doing nice things for me. I never have to beg. And if I ask a question, he never dodges the answer. He tells me it straight up. He doesn't give me innuendos or avoid the question. He doesn't tell me, I haven't seen you or heard from you for a couple of days. What's up? I've been busy. I don't get I'm busy. Because I'm spoiled, I get, I've been working lately, and then I was helping family, and then I was dealing with my kids, and I just lost my phone. And I found my phone, so I decided I should text you and let you know I was still alive in case you wanted to throttle me. If I ignore my guy, he'll text me, stop ignoring me. And then if he's really annoyed, he does it in all capital letters, stop ignoring me. And then if he's really annoyed, he puts it in all capital letters and he says stop and the F word and ignoring me. Because we've gone through periods where we haven't talked. And that's okay. You are telling a story. Your person doesn't text you. Your person doesn't respond to you. Your person disrespects you. You keep telling the story of separation. You keep telling the story that you miss them, that you are miserable without them. So it's playing out in your life. Change your stories. Because whatever story you got, you are running. Now, you're an adult. And you pick up your friend and you drive your friend to work every day for the last 6 months. So you get this person in your car and they drive to work with you, and then you drive them home from work. So 5 days a week, you are in this car with this person for 30 minutes. So now that's an hour. And you are a girl and she's a girl. We're going to go with the girl analogy first. She gets in the car and she starts telling you for 6 months, 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes from work. So for an hour, she's telling you how men are evil and so disrespecting. And every guy she dates uses her and wants to borrow money. And then when she gives it to them, they disappear and they never come back and they never pay the money back to her. No matter what she does, men just treat her like crap. 6 months. You're going to start looking at men differently. Now, you are a guy. You're picking up one of your female coworkers. She's doing the same thing, talking about how men are evil. Well, all of a sudden, you're going to be showing up late. You're going to be getting off early and mad at her because, you have to wait 20 minutes to take her home. Or you're going to start getting off late and she's going to be mad at you because she had to wait 20 minutes for you to get off work so you could take her home. She's going to start getting you to respond to her in rude and disrespectful ways. Now, you're a girl and a guy's doing this. Women are horrible. Oh my God, women are so horrible. They are just evil. Every time I date somebody, they are just stalkers. They harass me. They pester me. They won't give me any space. I mean, oh my God, they're blowing up my phone. I can't even breathe because women are just evil. So you're driving this person to and from work. 30 minutes to, 30 minutes home. What do you think you're going to start doing to them? You're going to start texting them, I left the house. I'm at the stop and go light and I'm turning on your street. Are you outside? Why aren't you outside? Well, Jesus Christ, do I have to ring the doorbell every time I come to pick you up? You can't meet me out at the curb? And then the same thing is going to happen at the end of the day. That person is going to disrespect you because this person was telling a story about people being evil. There is a TikTok video, and I laugh my butt off about it. And then there's little kids who repeat the phrase and all of this, and it says, I fucking hate people. And if you work in retail, call centers, restaurants, you get to the point where some days you truly hate people. So you walk around all day and you start saying that you hate fucking people. People are going to start disrespecting you because you told that story. I worked in a call center. I did telemarketing. I answered phones for a bank. I didn't get disrespected very much. I got people who apologized and said, Susie, thank you. I'm so grateful for the information you gave me that will help me going into the future. You're such an angel. My boss would sit there and listen to the end of my calls and be like, why are they calling you an angel? I don't know. Because their stories entertained me. They made me laugh. Sometimes they made me angry, but mostly they made me laugh. Did you catch that? Sometimes they made me angry, but mostly they made me laugh. I get good calls. I get fun calls. I always bonused at work because I just always bonused. Think about your words and the little stories that you tell every day. You are talking about the alarm clock, okay? You have to set 20 alarm clocks to get up to be to work on time. What story are you constantly telling? 20 alarm clocks to get up and I'm still late for work. I set one, it goes off, and I sit up in bed and I say, good morning, devil. My feet are about to hit the floor. Let's rock and roll this day because I'm going to kick some butt. I'm going to have some fun and take names and numbers while I'm at it. Now, what did I just tell the devil? I'm going to have fun today. So if I'm having fun, the devil doesn't get to cause chaos in my life. The devil doesn't get to cause all of these other little problems. Like the fact that little man's drinking his bottle and he needs to burp. What problems are you causing in your reality? You're talking about being blocked. You're talking about the fact that you have a problem. You are talking about the fact that this relationship isn't working and you're being disrespected. You created that. On the flip side, why am I happily married? Well, why am I happily married to Jared? Because he respects me. He appreciates me. We can talk about anything and everything, and we have fun. We enjoy our lives together. He adds value. He enriches my life. I add value to his. He enriches mine. We get along so well. Oh my God, the way he looks at me, the world just stops and stares. What am I creating compared to what you're creating? I am not praising anything he does in that statement. Good job. What am I praising? The fact that I'm happy in this relationship for these reasons. Why are you happy in your life in general? Why are you happy at your job? Why are you happy when you go to a restaurant? Why are you happy at all the things life has to offer for you? When you are creating, it is because you are focusing on something. And whatever you focus on grows. And the more you focus on why you are happy or why life is fun, I replace the word happy with fun. I drop the word adventure. So I have a fun marriage. I have a fun life. I have a fun job. I have a fun experience. Life entertains me. And because life entertains me, I don't take it so seriously, which means I get to enjoy it. And I'm not worried about whether or not Jared's going to show up on time, if he's going to be here and do whatever I want. I'm not intending that he call me 100 times a day or respond to my text messages in 5 seconds. I am just saying, why am I happy in this relationship? Because it's fun. We have fun communication. We have an amazing life together. And the more I talk about how life is amazing, that's exactly what I'm going to get. The more I talk about it being fun, I'm going to be laughing and joking and having a good time. The more I talk about it being chaotic, well, we're 20 minutes into the video and look how well behaved little man is. I can control this because my words are reflected in his behavior. So if I can get a baby to behave for 20 minutes, why can't you control your thoughts and start talking about all the wonderful things you want in your life, that you desire to have in your life? Because when you flip the coin, what was it? Two-Face in Batman? What did he do? He had a coin with the double-sided heads. Heads you lived, tails you died. Oh, it's heads you live. Want to try it again? It's heads you live. But if he wanted you to die, it was tails. But it was a double-sided heads coin. You weren't going to either way. Think about it. You're flipping a coin over and over again, and you're looking at the negative side of it. You're always losing. Instead of, why am I always successful in everything I do? Why is all the good that I create in my life now reflected back to me? Show up and look for fun in your life and adventure and talk about how everybody respects you, and that's what you're going to get. Stop telling the stories that don't serve you and replace them with stories that will serve you, because when you do that, your life will drastically change for the better. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. As always, I love you. Chance sends kisses. And leave us a comment and let us know how we are drastically changing your life for the better.